Hey Mac. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Do 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 do. All right. Yellow. Orange. A nice green. Some blue. And last but not least, purple. Hello everyone. How is everyone? Ooh. Hello Mac again, obviously. Hello. Hello Prey. Oh, I'm just going to quickly refresh that. Oh, there you go. I'm back. That's weird. I was doing a little bit of weird lagging there. Oh, hello. That's not a good start, is it? Hello Will Cook. How are you doing? A new colouring game. Yes. Hello Vim. You are lurking. You're still commercialising at the moment. The pros and cons of being an affiliate. They are the pre-roll commercials that you can't turn off. I wish we could. It would be much better if we could turn off the commercials. But yes, but you do get a lot more functionality if you are an affiliate. Like polls. I quite like doing polls. It's quite useful. You just got the divorce proceedings paper in the mail. Oh no, Will Cook. Well, hopefully it will be what you're sort of expecting in a good way, not in a bad way. Hello, Runa. Yes, I'm very much a rip the band-aid off sort of person, as opposed to the other way round. You'll be fine. Oh, Will Cook, it's going to be fine. And it's fine to be angry. It's fine to be upset. You know, all those things sort of happen. But, oh dear. So for today, by the way, if you haven't seen, if you wanted a sheet for this, you are looking for this sheet here. Oh yes, that is a good point, Runa. Obviously, with lockdown restrictions. Hello, Yocha. Have a good time, Claire. Thank you. Thanks. Yes, it's obviously it's good if you've got some moral support while you're doing bad things, I guess, you know. So yeah. Oh dear, cough cough. So I've been doing some more 3D printing, as you can see here. This is for Everdell. Hello Claire. Goodbye Claire. Yes, we are all here for you. Yes, of course. And it's this here, and you can sort of see it's a leaf shape, and it's got like a slot in it to put the cards in Everdell that sit. So this is a bit would sit at the top of the tree, around the top, 4 of them, and you put the cards in. I just wanted to print it and see what it came out like. It's come out quite good. I'm quite happy about it. Oh, do you know what I did? I got a t-shirt out to wear this evening. I didn't. I'm just wearing this t-shirt, not actually the t-shirt I was going to wear. Gosh darn, I'm not even a Streamlabs person anymore. And then these here are like half walnuts. Okay, and these are the sort of bit holders for Everdell. and they've got a flat bottom so they can sit, and I've printed, and they sort of stack in inside each other. So I've printed out 4 of these, which should cover me for all of the parts for Everdell. And I'm going to be painting these up to look like walnut shells. That's the idea, because obviously they're sort of walnut designed on the outside. They're sort of rippled. Maybe I'll show you in the overhead in a minute. Yeah, so these are going to be pretty good. I'm quite happy with these straight away. I printed out this red one, and I was happy with it, so I printed out 3 more as well. So I'm pretty much good to go with that. So yeah, they're pretty good as well. Tea is a worse idea to throw. Yes. Yes. How loud are the 3D printers? They're pretty quiet, actually. Actually, maybe I've got this to share with you. Let's see if I can get it open. Not sure. Nothing like doing things sort of like live, is there? Right, it will be in here. That'll be this one here. Nope, this one. That's the one. Okay, so let's grab this. All I'm doing actually is I'm quickly just grabbing a video file, which, because we record our 3D prints in stop motion animation. Oh, that is not the right file. That's interesting. Oh, I'm going to have to mess around with it later on and pick it up. He pushed the date of separation to January 2020, thus after your anniversary, which means I won't be forced to leave Germany. He did did you a solid. Originally left you on the 1st of 12th 2019, which is 3 days shy on the anniversary. Oh, well, silver lining and all to that cloud, I guess. But yeah, still seems a bit like yeah, the 3D printers are all about whether or not what type of 3D printer you've got. So I've got an Ender 3 over here, and an Ender 3 is an open printer, which basically means it's like a frame. Actually, if I do this, I'm still here. This is my Ender 3. So as you can see, it's quite large, like this. This part goes up and down, and these are stepper motors on here, and that's the bit that makes the sound. So yeah, you are going to get a bit of sound coming off of them, unfortunately. The Dremels we've got in store, which are the new ones we just bought, they have enclosures all the way around them, and it really does drop the sound right down. So they're quite quiet. They're quite expensive, the Dremels, though, so yeah. Well, yes, I'm going to have to say, well, Cook, it's amazing that you're not going to be forced to leave Germany. That'd be amazing. Does that mean you didn't need to do your citizenship test effectively? Or, I don't know. How does it work? You know. Yeah. So on the 3D printing side of things, yeah, they do make a bit of noise. I used to have this one running quite often. I've not been using it recently because I tend to do really long prints. It takes a long time, so they're really large prints. But the problem is, obviously, I can't have it in here when I'm streaming. It makes too much noise. Also, it does make a little bit of noise. We can hear it in the bedroom because we're on that floor where our bedroom is. But yes, there was no date given yet. This was just letting you know he's filed for an appointment at the courts. Yes, yeah, that large filament up there. I buy kilo spools. and you can pick it up for about, in the UK, about £15, so about $18 roughly, maybe $19, and yeah, it's pretty reasonable, and you can print a lot of things with a kilo. Everything you print's in weight. So this one here, I think was like maybe about 90 grams, something like that, 90 to 100 grams. So you could print 10 of those. So if you put it in that price, these are like $1.80 to print. That seems very reasonable. Yeah. You still want citizenship because you get the other rights, like lower insurance costs. Well, that makes much more sense. €600 a month. Oh my gosh, that seems really high. Yes, yeah. Oh dear. I don't really know what to say, Will, to give you any sort of support, apart from that, you know, I'm thinking about you, making, you know, good thoughts to hope that you're okay and everything. But yeah. There's a tornado about 20 miles from you. Does that mean you have to pray? Does that mean you're going to have to sort of like shelter, or is it like you just have to be aware just in case it veers towards you? Because I know they can move very, very quickly. That seems a bit harsh, Will Cook. Yeah, I don't know what those ones are either. Oh, annoying tickly cough still. Oh, so frustrating. Yes, we are going to be playing a new game today because it is a Wednesday, and I've been trying to do new games on Wednesdays, and it is called Colour in Kingdom by Cy Robertson. I believe that Cy is not called Cy Robertson anymore. I did see that Bez put something up about that. Can I find it? That is always a question. Eris Alar. Cy Johnson's now called Eris Alar. So just in case you didn't know. Oh yes, there you go. Yes, Will Cook. Yeah. Yes, they're in Australia, so they probably won't make it live. But yes, I think that's probably quite nice that. No, Bez was on Facebook. Bez actually is a follower here and sometimes follows along and watches, but not necessarily live. Tends to be. I actually have quite a few people watch my videos back live. I think that I'm getting about 40 or 50 people watching them back, like afterwards. So, pretty impressive. Hello, Fairy Fluff. My shelves are plenty. Look cool. I do have a few games. Yes. So yes. Yeah, I'm getting quite a few people. That's why I'm really trying to push. I'm trying to get time to try and get some YouTube stuff sorted out, so that people actually can watch me along on a platform where the videos aren't going to disappear or anything. That's the idea. And I've got some ideas about. I've been formalising some other bits and pieces. I need to get it all ready. I want to try and drop a lot of videos to start with, and then build up from there. That's the idea, basically. So yes. So yes, if you haven't got the sheet for Colouring Kingdom or Kingdoms is this one here, and the sheet is going to look like this. I seem to be slightly out of focus on this. Oh, I need to really sort out this camera. Still not perfect. I was looking at buying a Canon M50, which is a far superior camera, but again, a big chunk of money. So I'm still trying to be careful on that side. Do need to buy a new car next year. So yes. Oh, hello, Steph. How are you doing today? Good. So the whole idea of this is we are going to be doing a construction guide like this, and constructing a variety of different places. I'm going to go through the rules in a minute, but something you might want to make sure you have is some coloured pencils. Okay, their recommendation of colours are going to be red, orange, yellow, green, blue and purple. So 6 different colours. Actually pretty much very similar to colours we normally use for doing things like Isle of Cats or cartographers and things like that. So I think we should be pretty good. Oh, hello Polly people. Good to see you. You've been cooking all day, Steph. That sounds good. Anything interesting? Is it Christmas related? Are you been doing some Christmas related cooking, or you know, things ready for the festive season? Cookies, sort of cakes, Christmas cakes, that sort of thing. Always intrigued. But yeah, so I'm going to have to change the rules ever so slightly about how this game runs, just so that it makes a bit more sense. Normally there's something called a copycat bonus, but that would involve us all choosing dice individually and then other people being able to copy. And as we, all the primary and secondary colours, as we found in the past, oh yes, sorry, Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking about festive things. I'm not even thinking about Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah. Oh God. Time's so quick. I forgot it's already Thanksgiving. Madness. Isn't it mad? I've only got 2.5 weeks left at school. I'm a teacher, if you didn't know. And then that's it. I'm on Christmas holidays. Mad. Yeah. So I have changed the rules slightly, so we're not following, doing a follow action effectively, because the problem that is, as we found from Quantum, it turns a 15-20 minute game into a 6-hour game or 20-hour game or something crazy like that. I don't want that to happen. So it's got quite some interesting little things how it works. Yeah, we'll have to see if it's any good or not. I thought it was okay. I think it'd be better if we play in a group. Yeah. You're making a green bean casserole as well. Ooh. Are you having sort of a little mini Thanksgiving on your, or with friends, or on your own, or what are you doing real quick? Also, how about you, Steph? Are you having family? Are you going round to family? Have you got people coming to you? You're ordering a traditional Thanksgiving pizza, ham and pineapple. You're also going to bake a pecan pie. Oh, I do like pecan pies. You're still fully in quarantine. I didn't know, Wilcook, how your quarantine was there. I mean, basically we're in a full lockdown quarantine, except schools are open. That's pretty much the big difference. So I'm still at work. There's no real difference to my day. There is for most other people in the UK. Yeah, they've been announced that we're going to have 5 days of not being in full quarantine across Christmas, and you're allowed to be in 3 different family groups. So the problem with that is, it's sort of like, who do you choose? Like normally we go to my mum's. We then go, my youngest sister lives there as well. We could also then go to my sister's, and she's got a large family. We also normally have Claire's mum and dad over for Christmas. We also have, we go to or have over Claire's sisters, both of them, so 2 separate families are there. And we're only allowed to have us and 2 other families. Who do we choose? Do we choose one family from each side? Do you break quarantine and do it on purpose? There's a quite a hefty fine in the UK for that, to try and stop you doing. Oh, craziness, isn't it? You're at your parents. You'll just have your brother and sister. Not a lot of people. That still sounds very cool, though, Steph. Hopefully, you might even get a chance of playing some board games. You could have Judith. As we're a fake family quarantine and also share corona with each other already. No, she's back at the office. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's tricky, isn't it? I think we're all starting to have to learn to make sacrifices about where we're going, what we're doing, but particularly things like Thanksgiving or Christmas. And I saw like some stuff about Canadian infection rates directly after Thanksgiving, and it really spiked. And obviously Canada was saying to the Canadian government was saying to the American government, you need to be very careful about this. So yeah, the rest of this year is going to be rough. Yeah, I think there's going to be more and more people who've got coronavirus. There's more and more people going to be getting it. Now it's getting colder as well, so more people into. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. Oh, your nephew's there as well. You've played. Oh, you're already at your parents. Ah, Steph, perfect. Your nephew. We have played some games already. You've only brought 25. That's awesome. I'm sure you're going to have a really good time as well. Well, there are 3 more in the car. Are they the big games, Steph? Are they? You've been working remotely. Excellent. Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things, isn't it? Have you got... Oh, Steph, that's a good question. Have you mainly brought... what sort of game? Have you brought sort of strategy ones, sort of meatier ball games? Have you got like a lot of the smaller games? Or have you gone for like some party games there as well, because your nephew's there? What does your nephew like enjoy playing? But yeah, you're probably going to play most of them. Excellent. Yeah, obviously, Will Cook, I'm sure that goes without saying. You could always message me and things like that. Obviously, during the day, Monday to Friday, is a bit tricky because I'm at work. But, you know, if you need a chat and stuff like that, do say. More smaller, easier games than usual. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell Mrs. Peebles, I just bought some Water Deeple, they're called, which are basically the Water Deep game, Lords of Water Deep. You can get little tiny meeples instead of the cubes, and they're like little warriors and little priests and things like that represent obviously the pieces. So I just bought that. eBay said to me, oh, you've not bought anything from eBay for a while, we'll give you a £5 discount as long as you spend £10. So I was like, I'll go have a look. And I managed to find, so it did work, and I managed to get the Water Deeple. I think on Broken Token they were like $25, $30, something like that. I managed to pick them up for $15, then minus the £5. So yeah, really, really reasonable. Last night I talked Bentley Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. Yeah, we like Harry. We've finished all of the base Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. We have not done the Monsters one. We've got the expansion for that, but we haven't played it yet. Your hubby agreed to play games with you tomorrow. I hope you'll enjoy it. I didn't have to take lots of breaks. Yeah, that's fair enough. How is he? Is he okay, your husband? All your family likes games except your dad, and he can't remember the rules. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Yeah, those Water Deep meeples, they look really good, and the ones I got particularly, which I thought was pretty cool, was the fact that they, like in the warrior colour, are 3 or 4 different types of meeple. They're not all identical. So there's 3 or 4 different types of warriors. Some with bows, some with 2 swords, some with a sword and a shield. I thought that was pretty cool. And of course, they're only dinky. They're like this big. They're really, really small. So yeah, I'm looking forward to those arriving. Oh right, I did think that was the case. Pray, I couldn't remember. Again, I talked to quite a few people, and I do feel as if a lot of people have a lot on their plate at the moment. I can't always remember, so I try and be very careful not to. Yeah. Is it your new internet, Mag? Have you got new internet? Oh no, Yocha thinks you've jinxed it. That would be very mean. We've got our new gigabyte fibre line in the school, And we've had because of COVID, the person come out to install the router component of it, the actual bit. So we actually got the line in, and we've got a special fibre cabinet because it's a lease line coming straight to the building. So it's there ready to go, but we don't actually have the router to connect it up to our network. So I'm like, oh man, and they're saying, oh, it's going to be like 10 or more days, and it's like, from when? From the 2nd, and it's like we break up on the 14th. So yeah, it looks like I might be in for a day or so over Christmas. Gonna happen, but I mean, hey, I get loads of time off. It's not a problem. You're getting your fibre broadband upgrade, Mac. Awesome. You'll be amazed at how much better it is when you can actually use the internet properly. Yes, I'm sure you already know that, Mac. But yeah, it's you think you took all the crappy for this week, Mac. You should be fine. You should upgrade as well, Pry. Yeah. Be very happy if Mac's internet is upgraded, and then you can actually see his lips moving at the same time as the sound. Is it one of those weird bits where he's about a second or two out of sync? Yeah, I'm always worried whether or not I'm in sync or not. I think I am, from looking back at previous videos to check sound quality and stuff. I know, I think that Mac just wants to be able to talk when they're Skyping games with each other. What speed are you getting, Mac? Are you getting like 20 megabytes or something? What speed? What speed of? Actually, that's the question. What speed have you got, Mac? What speed have you got, you Yocha? That's. I mean, this is also an interesting thing. Like Josh, not yet again, who sometimes pops into my channel. Hello, if you're here, by the way, Josh. He where he's lucked out in the town where he has got a full gigabyte up and down. So 1,000 megabytes, or just over, down, or megabits I should say, down and up. So blisteringly fast, really, really good. You've got 200. Yeah, Mac, you're getting 70, give or take. Yeah. That's not too bad. 70's okay. I mean, I'm at 410 now. 410 down. Realistic 100 up, I think it is, or something like that. Yeah. You got, yeah. Well, you could go onto a website and do something, type in speed test, Will Cook, and do a speed test, and it'll tell you what your speed of your internet is, yeah, with your down rate and your up rate. There's also that important bit, which is your ping rate. So you might have really quick speeds, but it takes a long time to load the page if your ping rate is too high. It should be like about 8 or 9 milliseconds as opposed to seconds, which would be really bad. Yeah. You have no cable and only fibre to cabinet, not fibre to premises. Yeah. So I've got fibre to premises here in my house via Virgin Media. Virgin Media. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're not too bad. Not too bad. Right, let's switch over to our overhead here. Oh, hold up. Got to do the sounds, guys. Got to do the sounds. So this is what we are doing today. If you've just joined in, if you've not got a sheet, the sheets are that one there. Oh, so much better with the button presses. Got it all sorted out. Done. No virgins around there yet. Sorry, Mac. Sorry. But I'll show you these, the walnut bit, by the way, on this. Look. So this is what the 3D print looks like. Oh, you still can't see it very well. I think I've got the colour corrections a bit weird on this overhead camera. Yeah. So these are basically the dish, and it will you can put all of your twigs, your stones, and your resin. That's it. Oh, I keep on calling it amber because it's amber in colour in Everdale, but this is obviously not that. That's the whole idea. Yeah. You've got 15 megs down and 2 up. Again, it's up to what you're trying to do. Yeah. They're coming soon, apparently, Mac. Ooh. You should find out some button presses as well. Yes. So, Runa, what I'm using is this. Yep. I'm using a Stream Deck like this, and I've got a special sheets button, and in here I've got all my different sheets I can press, and it just brings it up. I've also got this button, and it just changes my view like this as I press it. I can also do a clip. I can press my sheets button, which says sheets in there as well. And I've also got this zoom button. It's this one? Yeah, this one. And it allows me to zoom in and out like this. And it shows me how good or bad my processor is at the moment. And also I've got a D10 here that I can roll. Like, because, you know, why not? So if you like this and you thought it was quite good, download the Stream Deck app for your phone, and you can use all of the same functionality but from your phone, and you'll have the same buttons and set it up in the same way, and you can just press the buttons and it will make everything work in OBS. It's a good thing, I personally would think, to be able to do that. It means you don't have to worry about a mouse or anything. You've just got this little a little deck that you can press the buttons on. It's pretty good. You like the zoom? Yeah. It does cost a little bit of money. Use your phone for chat. Yeah, well that's gonna be tricky then. Yeah. Your lips. It's gonna be a rough day, guys. It's not gonna be good. You realise your lips are naturally out of sync with your speech. She's going to be very surprised that you're still out of sync with yourself next time. Are you like when they used to dub films and it's like, "Do you want a hot? Hello, how are you?" Like that, and you'll be like, exactly, luxury problems. Yeah. Nobody is waiting for. I think you'll buy a new bike tomorrow. Ooh, that does sound nice. I've got a bike. It's in the loft at the moment. It's quite an expensive bike. Well, I think. Well, I say that. There's people out there who've got thousands of pounds worth of bike. My bike's about £500 or £600, so it's quite expensive. Yeah, and it's an off-road mountain bike, and it's quite robust. It's quite good. But I've not been able to ride it since I did my shoulders in and my back, because it puts too much pressure on my shoulders and jars my back. So it's just sort of going to ruin up there at the moment. So yeah. Back to the game. You need to get to the dishes. You just tested 30 megabits down and 0.24 up. So you've got less than a megabyte up at the moment. So you're gonna be a bit choppy every now and then when you're trying to upload video. Okay, so send your video to someone else. Not always. It might just be yours is a bit slow at the moment because everyone's using it at the moment. 30 meg downs is pretty good. It means that you should be able to watch things without too much of a problem. Yeah, don't upload much. Yeah, you're still trying to get a bike. You have a bike horror story. Oh no, what's your bike horror story, pray? The husband promised you for your foot over a year ago, never got it. Well, that just seems mean for no reason at all. Will Cook. You're off to eat, Mac. Not a problem. Back in a bit. And you didn't return. It happens, Mac. It's not the end of the world. Have a lovely dinner. Oh, Dee, a wild Dee appears. You've been lurking, but just realised your kids released by my kids, and so you can actually play. Yay! Excellent. You rode 9 years on the bike and didn't really like. Not bad, but still not good. Yeah, Mrs. Peebles can't ride a bike. She never learned as a child, and she's a bit worried about learning now as an adult because she doesn't want to fall over and hurt herself, which is reasonable, I guess. But yeah, you sold hubby's bike for $25 at a garage sale, then found out he paid $700 for it. Whew, pray. That's a big loss. Yeah. Upload is bad for you. It took you 8 hours to send Dave those clues for decrypto. Wow, that's pretty slow. Yeah, I mean, that's a big chunk of money, pray. Sorry to hear that. You really need a bike since you don't have a car. Your old one's rusted into immobility. My one upstairs in the loft is, or the attic, however you want to call it. I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, it still works, but it's just needs a bit of love and attention to get it back up and running again. Yeah. The person who bought the bike had a really good deal. Yeah, they did. Pray, think of it this way, that you made someone's day. So, you know, you lost out, but someone else probably felt really happy. So, I know it's not much consolation for you, but yeah. You did take care of it. It's just that old. Yeah, it happens. Yeah. Bikes and things. You've got. Oh, Leafter. Hello. How are you? Yeah, fairly cheap bike, but use it almost every day. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to have an expensive object for it to be okay. Yeah. It's like I said, like this 3D printed dice tower here, very cheap to 3D print. Looks pretty cool. You don't have to go out and buy one that's really expensive for it to be okay. The buyer was shocked at the price. Oh, there you go, Frank. Yeah, so I mean, I try not to dwell too much on what's just happened. I try and look towards the future or live in the now. Just because if you think about the bad things that happened in the past, I don't know, I think maybe sometimes you sort of get locked into that, and it's really hard to move on and enjoy yourself if you're thinking about bad things that's happened. There's nearly always a good side to something that's happened. You just got to try and find it. Yeah, and yeah, I know it can feel not like, yeah, it doesn't always feel like it at the time. Sometimes you can feel right this moment things feel really bad, but yeah, things will get better. The buyer could have offered more if they knew you didn't know what you're selling. Could have offered a deal for them that would be less mean to you. He thought it was too high. Oh, right. Oh no. Oh, that's really rough on you. That you thought. Oh, you thought the poor guy was like, oh no, should I drop it a bit? And actually, the guy was like, wow, that's a really good deal. Yeah. Oh, you always hear about these things where people buy things in, like, you know, oh, I bought this painting at like a yard sale. And like you go, okay, how much was it worth? $2.6 million. And you go, what? It's like a lost painting of such and such. We've just refound it or something, and it's been in someone's loft, and they thought it's just rubbish, and they're selling it for like $5 or something. It's harsh, yeah. Use your bike pretty much every day for an hour or so. If it's broken, you need to repair it ASAP. Yeah, I wish I could ride my bike to school. It's 30 miles from where I work, so it'd be a 60-mile journey on my bike. I know some people are really cool and can do that, yeah. I mean, like Vim, I'm thinking of Vim here, he does a lot of bike riding. It would just kill me, I think. Also, I'm not sure I want to ride a bike at like 6:30 in the morning or something, or 6 in the morning to be able to get to work on time. Not good. Until they can be reintegrated, they get old rusty bikes and people repair them until they're rideable again, and then sell them again for $10 or something. That is an amazing project, Runa. That's really, really good. Oh, the handlebars stop moving. Have you tried WD-40ing it, Wilcock? I know you've probably tried all this, but you never know. You might be able to get it moving again. Here's the same company as a giveaway store as well. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Right, so let's have a little look of Colour in Kingdom, just so that we can sort of hopefully get started. So basically, we are going to be using 5 different dice here, and they are construction dice. 4 of the same colour are the Royal Family dice, and this separate one here is the Royal Duties dice. Okay. So we are going to be using, or I'm going to be using 6 coloured pencils to be able to do this, to be able to draw all of our different areas we're doing for our royalty onto our province. Okay. And this is basically how it's going to work. Colouring Kingdoms is a roll and write game where players are the lead architects trying to build a beautiful province for the royal family, but being hampered by the whims of that same family. Each of the 4 royal family dice represents the construction desire of that family member. the one royal duties dice represents pressing duties family members must attend to, so removes them from the pool for that term. Victory points will be awarded at the end of the game based on the scoring as outlined on the construction sheet, which is this one here. I'll go through that in a few moments. The rules themselves are actually very simple. They're not that hard at all. You can't tell the difference in colour. That will be tricky for you. Let me explain about, yes, this one here is red. Let me write up here red. And this one over here is orange. Yes, of course, if you are colourblind, this game is very tricky for you. So if you are colourblind, do say. And hopefully I can sort of try and explain things to you. We might need to use some sort of... actually, I guess you could always put the number in there. That would work fine as well. Ooh. Love the kingdom names. So yes, so basically what's going to happen is this, okay? I'm going to get the dice. We're going to roll them like this. And we'll make sure we can see more. This one here is our duties dice. And what happens is, I will cross out a 5 on the royal duties dice number up here. If we re-roll a 5, nothing additional happens. As soon as we've crossed out all of the numbers 1 to 6, the game ends. Or if we have 25 copied actions, normally there'd be victory points for that, but we're removing the victory points to be able to play it in a more of a multiplayer sort of way online like this. Because there's already a 5 here, so number 5 is a royal duty, and our royal here, number 5, has to go off and do that duty. And this leaves us 3 dice left. We'll have a maximum of 4 dice, okay, and a minimum dice of 0 dice to use. And then we can choose to allocate these dice, combine them, 2 of them in total, to be able to do... I mean, this is not a very good example. Let's make that a 2. Okay, that makes it a bit easier to work out. Okay, so I could do the 6 and the 2, okay, to turn it into an 8 to draw the brick road, or I could use the 6 and a 1 to draw a 7, which is going to give me a strawberry field, or a 6 and a 2 is going to be that 8 already, and a 2 and a 1 to get me a 3, and that's going to get the Solent Farm. Okay, so these are how you're doing that, and then you're going to be drawing them, and there's some conditions, placement conditions. I will explain that. Wait, the dice have different colours. Let me change the dice out. Oh dear. Let's change out one of those dice for this one. That should be more obvious, hopefully. Right. Okay. 4 purple, 1 black. Yes. Oh, hold up. The dice. You know the colours are already written there, right? Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, sorry. I think the answer to that would be no, real quick. I didn't really think about it. Yeah, you meant the dice colour. I now know that, Prey. Now thinking. The dice, yeah, there's 4 of one colour and 1 that's a separate colour. That's it. Okay. I have, yes. Right, sorry, I was trying to, when I'm doing my rules, I try and do it in segments before I go back to the chat. I'm making sure it's a D6. It is a D6. I have made sure these are all 100% D6s. Right, sorry. This, that, different. Sorry about that. It was a sparkly dice that was translucent, but unfortunately it looked like quite black. Now I looked at it on this video. When I looked on this video, I could sort of tell the difference, but maybe on yours I couldn't. But then we can't yell, not on a mountain. Right, so how it works is, so by the way, if you rolled a 6 and everything was a 6 in here, which means we had no dice to allocate, it means we're going to use a 0, which means we can use a strawberry field. The strawberry field, we can place it anywhere at all. Okay, it's a good starting position. And we get 1 victory point per strawberry field if not adjacent to any coloured in spaces. And we get 10 victory points for having the most strawberry fields. Our sherbet factory, this one here, which is orange, must touch a coloured in space. Okay, so that means we're going to have a bit of a problem putting it down somewhere. Okay, unless we've already got an existing one. And if our existing one's a strawberry field, that's going to be problematic. I think our very first one we put down can be placed anywhere, because in effect we don't have any colours to put down. Hey, if you can't laugh at yourself, you know, I think crazy. I don't know. That's just me. I don't mind. I make mistakes. I'm human. I think it's one of the things that defines me as being me. You know, strawberry fields forever. My voice is still not amazing at the moment. I have honestly been thinking it. And by the way, hello Jay. I see you there. So over here we've got the sherbet factory. It must be touching a coloured in space. We get 1 victory point per sherbet factory. And our bonus is we get 5 victory points per sherbet factory if they have at least one of each other type of construction adjacent to it. Okay. So you are going to have to put a sherbet factory in the middle and put one of everything around it, basically, to be able to get those 5 bonus points. We've got our yellow brick road. It's a brick road and it's yellow. It must be touching a coloured in space to be able to place it. We get 2 victory points per brick road if exactly 2 other brick roads are adjacent. Okay. So the whole idea being, if you've got one on the edge, you're not going to have 2 adjacent because you're probably drawing a line or a path. So that one's only going to be worth, it's going to be worth nothing. But the one next to it, if you've got one on each side, you're going to get 2 points for it. And if you've carried on, that one's going to be worth 2 points because you've got one on each side of it. And you're going to get 10 victory points for the longest yellow brick road. You're too much shock. You're just chat. It's no problem. Yeah, follow the yellow brick road, exactly. I am human. It's true. A lot of you thought I was a ghost. That was the rumour. It's not true. I'm not a ghost. Right. We've also got over here the Solent Farm. It must be touching a coloured in space again. We score 5 victory points per Solent Farm if adjacent to at least 1 brick road. So these Solent Farms, pretty much we're going to be building next to our yellow brick roads. And we get 5 victory points as a bonus per Solent Farm if they're also adjacent to at least 1 people eater forest. So basically, yellow road, Solent Farm, people eater forest. That would be a good combination, basically. Use this board map as a trails variant. I could do. Yeah, it would work like that. And then we've got the Dabadee waterway. Placement. It must touch a coloured in space. Each group of connected Dabadee waterways scores victory points based on how many spaces are in the group. So if we've got 1 space, we get 1 victory point. 2 is 3, 3 is 6, 4 is 10, 5 is 15, 6 is 21, 7 is 28, 8 is 36, 9 is 45, and 10 plus is 55. We've also got the people eater forest. You can place those anywhere at all. We get increasing victory points for total number of people eater forests in your province. So it works pretty much in a similar way as the other one, scoring wise. 1 is 1, 2 is 3, 3 is 6, 4 is 10, 5 is 15, 6 is 21. Basically, more we get, more points we get. Yes. Can you print the instruction sheet from somewhere? Yes, thank you very much, Yocha. By the way, I must say, thank you very much, Yocha. Yocha is the person that originally found this and sent it over to me as a batch of suggestions, and I've been working my way through there trying to play them and work out which ones we could work on the stream or which ones would not work as well. You're going to go watch a Dutch improv. Okay, Leifner, have a lovely evening. I'll see you a little bit later. Mac, you're back. Jacket potatoes, was it? Jacket potatoes for me today. It's Wednesday Jacket Potato Day. You're going to AFK as well, Runa, not a problem. It is on Ball Games Geek, yeah. Right. So, it is there is that print and play there. No, spaghetti bolognese for you today. And garlic bread. Fancy. So, your brain is too shook for that too. Yeah, well. So hopefully that makes sense. So basically we're going to roll some dice. We're going to choose 2 numbers and we're going to put them down here. As and when we've rolled this extra dice, okay, and it's got all of these 6 numbers. So if we roll 6 10 times in a row, we're going to carry on until we've rolled the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6 as well. Okay, when we've done that, then the game ends. Or if we're totally full, basically. Eclectic camel. Hello and welcome. Very nice to see you. So, sorry, if you are just joining, by the way, we are playing this one here called Colouring Kingdom. And I think Yoke should just put a link up to the one off of BGG where we originally would have found it. To see you, nice. Which is on Yugos Roll and Write. Oh, there you go, Yocha. Thank you very much. And that site there will have the full rules, so you could download this sheet as well as these ones here. So, who is going to be playing along today? Is it just me, or is Yocha going to be playing, or what are we doing, guys? What are we doing? I know some of us are a bit today, and that happens. And I know it's new games, and new games sometimes make us a little bit fearful. Oh yes, sorry, you have to click on that link. Sorry. Pray, let me grab that, and it is here. It originally arrives in Spanish. I've never... Oh, it is copy link, save link, copy link address. The link is that one there. Oh, there you go. Oh, you Yocha. You're quick. Yes. And you're going to be playing as well, DD. Excellent. You did beat me, Yocha. Yes. Oh, good afternoon to you, Dyson Men. Good to see you. Self. Some people. Yes, we are going to be playing this one here, Colouring Kingdom by Cy Robertson, and it is a print and play game. The sheets can be found there if you just want the sheet. If you want the rules as well, it is going to be that one there, and it's quite a simple little roll and write game. And it looks like it's got a bit of, it might have some legs to it. I don't know yet. We'll have to see how that goes. So we've got a few of us playing along. Yocha, are you playing along as well? Are you? Hopefully you are as well. So it's going to be myself, DD, Yocha maybe. Excellent. Okay, so we've got a few of us playing. So first thing we should be doing is naming our province. So my one is going to be called Sherbertville. Let's hope I actually have more than one sherbet factory, or the name will be not make much sense really. Right. You're gonna go and try to give up partway through if you can't keep the rules in your head. Not a problem. Just watching while you eat lunch. You're lurking. Eclectic camel. Perfect. Not a problem at all. Right then, pray. Do not worry. I'll explain the rules as we go. Okay. I'll carry on. We are not doing this copycat bonus here. Okay. Normally that would be a part of a mechanism. But the problem is it will slow down play so much. We would, as we've found from previous games like Quantum, which is only a 15-minute game, we can quite easily turn it into 2.5, 3 hours if we all have to choose our dice rolls and go around. It takes a very long time. Is a lurking lunch a lunch? Ah, punny. Very punny, Mac. Okay, so we are going to do round one. So we're only covering one shape per round. So we could get lots of rounds. I mean, worst case scenario, we're going to get 6 rounds, and we're not going to get much in at all. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so, oh, that was a 3. Oh, I need to make sure I don't knock it. So what happens is, this one up here, the 1, is going to be our royal duties. This royal here, okay, there is a special function that the royals have to go to. So that means this royal is out of play for this particular round. We've got these royals left, okay, which is 2 4s and a 3. We are able to work out how we'd like to combine that each individually at home. So we could combine the 3 and a 4 or the 2 4s. Basically, that's our 2 combos. And that's either going to be a 7, a strawberry field, okay, or is going to be an 8, a yellow brick road. Do remember, the ones in X here, these ones, all require them to be next to a coloured in or shaped, okay, except for the very first roll. So our very first roll, we could put the yellow brick road down if we want to, or we could put a strawberry field down. There's our 2 options. This one's going to give us 1 VP per strawberry field if it is not adjacent to any other coloured in spaces, and 10 VP if you've got the most fields. The yellow brick road, you're going to get 2 VP if it is adjacent to 2 other yellow brick roads, okay, and 10 VP for the longest road. The guideline sheet is tiny, yes. Sorry, let me see if I can make that a little bit better. I'm almost guaranteed I can. Let's see, here it goes. Oh, okay, let's see if I can turn this. Page, rotate view clockwise. Perfect, okay. Let's see if this works. We will go plus up here. And we're going to do a window capture, and we are going to use this one here. So here it is. It's going to cover everything. Give me a second, and I'm just going to cut it down a little bit, and you should now be able to zoom in on this. So let me put it here. We can get rid of this. Oh no, I'm going to leave that sheet there because I can then see it. Okay, and I'm just going to move it underneath that like that. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so hopefully you'll be able to see it a bit better now. You should be able to zoom in. What happens if I do? Okay, that doesn't. Nothing happens. Good. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. You stare intently and longingly at the guideline sheet. Love guideline. Only 3%. Yes. We are going to be adding 2 together and colour a hex. Then combo a second dice to colour. No, we're just doing 2 in one go, and that is it. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do up here is our royal duties number 1 has been crossed out. Okay. If we get another 1, nothing happens. As and when we cross out the 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on the duties dice, then the game ends. Okay. So there's a bit that we could go on for quite a while, or it might be quite a short game. We don't know. So there's that randomness there. I think I'm going to, so our very first one can be anything at all. I'm going to start with a yellow brick road, and I'm going to put it slap bang in the middle like this to give me a bit of flexibility like this. And what I might try and do is see if I can actually get the yellow brick road sort of going like this, like that maybe. There's my bricks. I don't know how good you're going to be able to see them. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so there's my yellow brick road. I want to beat the 2.5 hours. Yes. Yes, so that's it. We're going to do that one there. We've done that. Well, you don't have to do that. You could do a strawberry field if you want to. So hopefully you can see. Can you see that? Is it visible enough? Can you? I think I can read it. So I mean, you should be able to pinch in the screen if you're on a mobile device to be able to get closer to those. Hopefully, it'll make sense. Yeah, you're off to meet the wizard. Yes, I think that's the idea. I think it is very much a Wizard of Oz sort of style thing, and obviously we're colouring in the kingdom. Very Wizard of Oz sort of feel to it. Obviously, copyright. They're not allowed to do that. Excellent. Okay. So, and that's it. We now roll our next one. And that's it, basically. Effectively, what would normally happen, we'd pass the dice on to the next person, and if anyone used exactly the same combination as the dice roller, you'd cross out one of these and get an extra VP. But that means we'd all have to roll dice, and we'd be here forever. So I'm going to avoid doing that, basically. Yeah, well, we can always, eclectic camel. We can always work out a way around things. This has basically just made it a little bit easier so that everyone can see what's going on. And actually, strange enough, it looks like I'm looking down at the sheet, and actually I'm just looking at my actual sheet, which is in exactly the same place, because it makes good sense, basically. Right, let's go for roll number 2. Ooh, okay, this is a much better roll. So the royal duties dice. Hello, Claire. Not yet. How's Alice going?
I'm not playing Alice tonight.
Oh, okay. So, we've got a number 3. So we're crossing out our royal duties dice for number 3. And none of these royals actually had to go and do that, which is amazing. Hello, says Mac, and hello, says Wilcock.
Hello.
Hello, says Claire, if you didn't hear. Yes, this stream's favourite celebrity. That is true. The often heard, not often seen, lesser Claire Peebles. So, we've now got the opportunity to combine 2 6s into a 12 for a purple Eater Forest, a 6 and a 2 into 8 to draw another yellow brick road, a 5 and a 2 to get a 7 to get a strawberry field, a 5 and a 6 to get an 11 to get a Solent farm. So you've got all of these different, lots of different. Well, I'm not saying she's big, guys. What are you talking about, guys? She's lesser. She's slim, lovely, amazing. Yeah. What are you talking about? I'm not going to call her greater Claire Peebles, am I? Oh my gosh. Don't be madness. Mad? Don't be madness. That's right. Good England. Spoke good England today. You're dueling me now. You only draw one. That is correct. We've got all of these different opportunities of what we'd like to draw, but we each round only get to draw one shape. Okay. The whole idea behind it, I believe, is so that we're going to get very diverse sort of things, and our scoring's not going to be identical. And this copycat bonus function is meant to be when you're playing face to face and you're rolling a dice and going around the table. The advantage if you're doing that is though you can actually see what other people are playing, and if someone copies your really good best choice of dice, then you're going to get a bonus point because they've copied you effectively, and then when it moves on they get a bonus point if you copy them. That's the idea behind it. So I'm going to go for a Solent farm over here. Here it is. There's my Solent farm. Excellent. And it is next to one brick road, so I'm going to be scoring 5 points for that. That seems really, really good. I'm not accepting. What do I need to? I need to do. Hold up. The problem is my keyboard's like about half a mile away. Obviously, not really. There you go. I accepted it. Oh yes. Oh, of course. Of course I won. Of course I did. Right. Right. So, Mac, if we rolled a 3 here and all of these were 3, that means all of them are on royal duties today, and we'd have no dice to use. So we could then use I'm pointing to it. You can't see it. We could use. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, here. Look here. We could use a a strawberry field to be able to as a 0. That's how we get our 0 basically. Right. Right, okay, let's go for round number 2. We are effectively, this might be 2/6 of the way through the game, or 1/3 of the way through the game. Who knows? If we roll a 2, 4, 5 and 6 coming out, that's it. We're just going to get 6 rounds. Not going to get much gaming. We've just rolled a 1, which is good because it means we don't need to do anything. Okay. We've also got no 1s, so we've got lots of dice to choose from. So we can roll. We could use 2 4s to get another yellow brick road, useful. 4 and a 2 to get a 6 as another yellow brick road. A 2 and a 3 to get a 5 for a Dabadee waterway. Or we could use a 3 and a 4 to get a strawberry field as a 7 that can be drawn anywhere. Thank you very much, Board Game Natalia. This is a 3D printed dice tower. I 3D printed it myself. It's pretty easy on a 3D printer. It's quite big, but you put the dice in the eye holes, or small dice can go down the nose, but they don't really roll. Yeah, it's pretty good. But hello and welcome back, Board Game Natalia. I've not seen you for a little while. Yeah, stuck in a time loop. Round 3 already. It's only just gone 7:30. Well, it's round 3 in the sense that we effectively keep on going until a 2, 4, 5, 6 comes up, so we could get lots. Right, so I'm going to be looking at what I could get. I think I'm going to go for another yellow brick road. I'm going to draw my yellow brick road in over here. Here we go. That's my yellow brick road noises. I'm going to do a little bit more yellow brick road in like this. I'm not sure what to do about the Solent farm to make it look more farmy. Maybe I could use a black pencil and draw like the... Oh, it's a blue pencil or another purple one, and draw like a tree-like shape. There you go. That makes sense. Hello, Mum Gamer 101. How are you? Or hi, Mum, as people like to say, or Mom. Mum. Hi, Mum. Yeah. Oh gosh, the language. It's defeating me again. Right. We are now going to do our next roll. And let's see what comes up next. So here we go. So we've got a 4. But this royal here and this royal here have to go out and do that royal duty. Okay, so maybe they've got to go out and open up a new building or something, or go and shake some hands, and 2 of them have got to go off, leaving us only 2 dice. So we're all going to be restricted now to draw a strawberry field. Remember, a strawberry field is 1 VP per strawberry field if not adjacent to any other coloured in spaces. 10 VP for the most fields in total. Right, I am going to go down here. Not sure I can draw a strawberry very well, to be honest with you. But hey, why wouldn't I give it a go? Let's see if I can find that black one. No, I think that's definitely not black. Yeah, there we go. This might be black here. Sort of a strawberry shape. I'm going to put a little bit of green on top like this. That's right, we are really making sure we're zooming along on the stream today. Okay. Right. It is a 3D printed dice tower. It looks a bit like this. And I printed it out because the idea being that from top down, it looks like the skull. It doesn't look as impressive from face on, I guess. But I didn't design it at all. I found it on Thingiverse. I would highly recommend it if you're a 3D printer. It's all person. And I printed it out so I could use it on stream because it worked out really well. Okay, let's go for our next. Oh, they were all 4s, weren't they? Oh gosh, I didn't cross out the 4s. You really want a 3D printer? 3D printers are very cool. Do remember, they are another hobby in their own. You would spend some time doing it. Okay, right. we've rolled another 4, which basically means we don't cross anything else out. But we've got 1 royal going away to do that duty, and we've then got 3 numbers left: a 5, a 2, and a 3. So we could use our 3 and our 2 together to get 5. That means we could get a Dabadee Waterway, which you're going to get points the most ones connected in a large group. Remember, they have to be touching another coloured in space to draw it. So if you were a bit like me and you were drawing things in the middle, you're going to have to drawing off of one of these. Or we could use the 5 and the 2 to get 7, another strawberry field. Remember, you're getting points for those if they're not touching any other strawberry fields or anything else. So they've got a nice big white area around them. And then we've got, what else have we got? We've got 8 here as well, so we could get another yellow brick road. I think I'm going to go for a Dabadee Waterway. That's what I'm going to go for now. I'm going to put my Dabadee Waterway here. A nice bit of colouring. Everyone likes a bit of colouring. If you say you don't, you've not tried it. Oh, it's so amazing. Am I scoring for yellow right now? No, I've not got. You don't do any scoring until the very end. We do all our scoring at the very end. I've got an end of 3 here at my house, and I've also got an end of 3 at school, which is where I work. I've got a Flash Forge Creator Maker 2, yeah, something like that, which is a dual extruder printer at school, and also I've got a Dremel 3D 40 and a Dremel 3D 45. So I've got 4 at my school, and I've got 1 here. So yeah, but effectively I've got 5 3D printers that I use on a regular basis. Some I use here, sometimes I print them here. Yeah, you know. Oh, sorry. You mean how yellow is scored? Sorry. How is, if I put another yellow here, okay, it means that this middle one will score 2 points. Okay, because it is 2 points per brick road if exactly 2 other brick roads are adjacent. So this one in the middle, if I draw another one up here, will be worth 2 points, but this one will only have 1 adjacent to it. So basically it's promoting you to move more and more brick roads next to each other to get more and more 2 points sort of connections, basically. And you do get an extra 10 victory points at the end for the most yellow brick roads connected together. Printable food ideas, yeah, would be good. You've got an end of 3 as well. Yeah, I've done some upgrades on mine as well. Some better springs underneath to make it a lot more sturdy. I've got a pull off a magnetic bed as well. It's pretty useful. I've not really, my print end is pretty much stock actually, but yeah, it works pretty good. But yeah, I mean, the Dremels I've found are pretty much bulletproof. I'm teaching the children how to use them. They can just basically slice their own stuff. They make it in Tinkercad already. I teach them how to do that, and they slice their own 3D shapes, and then they can put it straight onto. They can because the Dremels got Wi-Fi built into them, and they can just 3D print directly to them, which is pretty amazing. I would say that the Dremels are very good, but they are about £1,000 and about $1,100–1,200 to buy, so they're very expensive. The Ender 3s are about £150 here in the UK to buy them, about $160–170 roughly. So yeah, hey, the Ender 3s for the price are pretty much bulletproof. They're really, really good, and there's a ton of people out there using them, and they will show you how to use them. So that's what I would advise. Probably a Ender 3. If you're looking for something that is you don't have to worry about, if money was not so much of an issue, then I would get one of those Dremels personally, just because you don't even have to think about it. And they've got like cameras built on the 3D45. It's got a camera built into it as well. So it's like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Right. We've got a 5. Oh no, that means we've got another crossed out duty up here. And we've got a 5 worker going out here. So one of our royals is going to go do that royal duty. We've got 4, 2 and a 3. So we could have a 5, a 6 or a 7 coming out here. So a 5 is going to be that Dabadee Waterway. The 7 is going to be your Strawberry Field. The 5 is also going to be... Oh, so that's the 5, isn't it? 7... What else did I say? The 6. The Yellow Brick Road. I'm going to do a Yellow Brick Road, just so that I've got at least one scoring opportunity with those. I don't know. I guess I'd get 2 points for that waterway as well. Maybe I've made a mistake. I don't know. Just going to do my little brick bits here. There we go. It's also up to Mum Gamer what you're looking to do with your 3D printer. If you're looking to do something like this, okay, or maybe you want to print out little trophies, okay, or you're looking to do card holders like this, or maybe you're even looking to do Gloomhaven walls like this to go in your Gloomhaven or Jaws of the Lion game, then maybe just a filament one would be fine for you. If you're looking to do 3D prints which are going to be models, then maybe you want to look at a resin printer. They're a bit trickier to use to set up and start, but the prints come out and they will look, well, if you've ever bought a board game that's got resin figures inside it, you know what they look like or what they can look like. But again, they're a bit more expensive for the basic model, and the print size is a lot smaller. So you're going to have to get a much larger printer to be able to, if you pay a lot more money if you want to get a large print size. It's hard. It really is. It really is hard. It's a pretty new field for personal people, basically, I think. Right. Okay. Are we going to get 2 and a 6 coming out really soon? Is the game going to end? We've got another 4, and we've got another 4 worker. We've got a 3, a 1 and a 1 to use to choose from. That means we've got a 2. Okay, so a Purple Eater Forest. Not had any Purple Eater Forests yet. And also we could also use a 3 and a 1 to get our 4 to get a Sherbet Factory. Ooh. I think I'm going to go for this Purple Eater Forest. People Eater Purple. I can't say purple because it's purple. A People Eater Forest just here. I would do, but I want to go for the longest Mac, and I have a feeling if I put them all 3 together, they're still going to be too long. If I put it like this, it's 3 long. So at the moment, I'm going to get 10 points unless anyone else has gone for 3 or 4 or something like that. Yeah. No logic here. No, I've got a plan, guys. I've got a plan. Trust me, I've got a plan. I don't know if I'm going to win or anything, but I've got a plan. So I'm going to do some big sort of teeth in here because you can't really see it. Oh, Eclectic Camel, thank you very much for the follow. Very kind of you. Right, so has anyone got any questions who's playing along right now? You just want to print game components. Hey, I feel you. That's exactly what I'm doing at the moment. I've just got filament printers at the moment because it's very cheap to produce stuff like this. Okay. Also, I do inserts, Mum Gamer. You're all in for the blues. Ooh, there's going to be good points on the blues. Good points. The same as the People Eater Forests as well. So up to what we roll. Let's see what we roll. A 3 comes out, and we've got lots of choice. All of the royals do not have to go and do any of their duties today. So we've got 2 5s, a 2 and a 6. We could have an 8, a 7, a 10, an 11. What am I going to go for? Could go for that sherbet factory. Could be good. It would be nice to be able to get another purple, a 9, an 11. So it's going to be a Solent farm. I think I'm going to go for the Solent farm over here. I'm going to draw my little tree in here. There it is. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, the filament stuffs, the filament itself is very cheap to buy. You do need to try and work out good filament as well. And to buy resin, it does cost more money. Resin is like a liquid, and it fires lasers. An LED light, very intense LED light, directly at the resin, and effectively it sort of solidifies it where it's pointing at. So it works in the same way. It layers it up, but it does it reversed. So the bed goes up and it hangs down from the bottom. Unlike this, where the bed is here and it builds up normally, like that. But yeah, they're very fascinating to watch from how they print as well. They're pretty cool. I think also that point now where it's pretty easy to sort of look online and get help about like how to do certain things with it, learn how to get better at doing 3D printing until the point where you can get good, consistently good 3D prints out. And if that's the case, then hey, it's just like, you know, well, as I said, I'm teaching children how to do it. So I mean, we should, as adults, we should be amazing, shouldn't we? I'm not sure. Right, okay. Oh dear. A 6 has come out, which means we only need to roll 2 and the game will end. You do need to wear protective gear with resin. It is highly toxic. You need to really have it in a shrouded booth with an extractor. But there are things you can do about that. You can get little window vents that go out. Think of it like an air conditioning unit. And then you just can buy a pop-up tent that your resin 3D printer can sit inside of, and then you do need to cure the resin afterwards in UV light. That could be on the windowsill with the sun, or it could be with a special UV light treatment sort of part as well. So yeah, so there's lots of different things. I mean, that's the big thing. I'm and ah about whether or not to get a resin printer, just because I wouldn't mind being able to print like miniature board game miniature quality miniatures. That would be amazing. But yeah, a lot of expense, a lot of hassle sorting it out. We can have an 8, a 7, a 4, a 5. So those are our different options. So a 4 could be that sherbet factory. A 7 is going to be that strawberry field. The 8 is going to be your yellow brick road. What else did I say? Or 5. The waterway. I am going to indeed draw another waterway, and I think I'm going to put it here. Like this. Okay. So. The only thing I find with 3D printing is at one point I started writing out a list of what I wanted to 3D print, and I got to Gloomhaven and the list was like 3 A4 sheets of paper for Gloomhaven. I was like, okay. So yeah, I mean, that's the only bad thing about 3D printing. You could be like, wow, I'm going to be 3D printing forever. Yeah, and if you've got quite a few games, you think, ooh, I'll print some upgrades for those games, like card holders themed for that thing, or maybe sort of an internal sort of organizer for the board game as well. So you can do lots of things, but it takes a long time to do everything. Yeah, so this one here took 19 or 20 hours to print, so it takes a little bit of time. Your lists are that long, So you don't even have a 3D printer, Wilcock. That is the problem. At some point, I do need to go and help Phil and Lisa set up their 3D printer if they haven't already managed to get it sorted out. So we've already cost that 5. We don't need to do the 5. None of our royals need to go on that royal duty at the moment. They don't need to go out, which means we've got a selection between a 10, a 8, a 6, or another 8. Yeah, basically 10, 8 or 6. So 8, 6, Yellow Brick Road. A 10 is going to be that sherbet factory. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to get the sherbet factory filled in, actually. So maybe I'm going to go for Yellow Brick Road instead. Yellow Brick Road. Yeah, so basically what I do is any game that I've just played, or I'm playing a lot at the moment, I tend to do the upgrades for. I sort of print the upgrades for those ones, or the inserts, and stuff like that. When you've got a few hundred ball games, it does make it a bit tricky, to be honest with you. Like, there are literally inserts people have made for everything. So even if you didn't really want to do the design process of it, on Thingiverse you can just find people that have already built these things for you. And then just print them out. So it's pretty cool. Right, okay. So here we are at the moment. Let's go for our next dice. How noisy is it? It's if it's an open one, like the end of 3, it can be a little bit noisy. But what I would suggest is I would have a look on the internet and do a search for end of 3 using a IKEA lac table as a enclosure. Basically, the lac table is about $15-20, and you can buy 2 of those, and you use one as the bottom part, one as the top part, and you put the filament on the outside and drill a hole for it, and then you 3D print all the connectors, and then boom, you buy some perspex bits and clip the connectors onto it, clip it into the lac table, and you've now got yourself an enclosed 3D printer. Pretty cool. And that would drop down the sound on it. I don't know what the decibel sound is on that, but I mean, I'm able to teach without problem when in my classroom when I am running the 3D printers, and I run 3 of those at the same time. You might just go for it now. Yes, I mean, that's the thing. Right, another 5. One of our royals has to go on that duty. We've got a 1, a 2 and a 6. Let me have a little, see if I can, you're going to have to excuse my arms. Black. Let's see if I can find it. That is the one, I think. The strange thing is, as soon as you've got a 3D printer, you can print loads of things to upgrade your 3D printer. Madness. Here we go. This is the one. Right. There you go. And check out that Thingiverse there. And it will show you that will show you how you can basically make an enclosure for your end of 3. Also, you can have a look online on Thingiverse, and it will show you loads of different ways of upgrading your end of 3. Just make sure you always read the comments and stuff, because some people might say this doesn't work, or if it's got like 200 likes to it, the chance are it's going to be pretty good. You changed out your stepper, not your stepper motors, but your board, which basically made it a bit quieter. Yeah, and you've got quieter fans as well. Yeah, there's a stack of stuff you can do to upgrade it. You can make it so that it's a dual extruder, so you can have 2 heads on it. You can change up loads and loads of stuff. You can put you can buy external bars that hold down and give it more stiffness, so the 3D printer doesn't flex as much, so you get better quality prints. There is a lot of things you can do to upgrade these bits of of 3D printers. But even out of the box, the Ender 3 itself, I feel is quite a good model. Yeah, I mean, I was impressed. I bought this compared to our previous, our Flash Forge. This is so much better. And £150 in the UK, 170 or $180 in the US. You can pick it up for normally. Very reasonable price. Did I draw anything? We've got 8 of. Sorry, hold up. We've got 3, an 8, or 7. I didn't. An 8, a Yellow Brick Road. Well, the upgrades, Prey, quite a lot of the time, the upgrades, you can 3D print quite a few of the upgrades as well. So different things you can do, like handles to pull out the tray and stuff like that, sort of fan covers, a little storage units and clips to hold all the wires in place and make it and upgrade it. And like the lac tables are very cheap to buy compared to a Dremel that could cost £1,000 or $1,100–1,200. So if you're looking at that way, you'd have to be quite hard pushed. Like you're spending an extra £1,000 probably, or $1,000 I should say, between buying the Ender and the Dremel. If you've got the money, it's not too much of an issue. Yeah, exactly. Dyson Man, yeah. It's a tricky thing. It's tricky trying to work out what you're going to do. 8, 7. 7's that one. A 3. Solent Farm. I'm going to do another Solent Farm. It's going to be just down here. Okay. We've got another 4, which means we're still going. So we've got 2 2s, a 5 and a 3. So we could get 5, 4, 7, 8. I'm going to go for 5 to get another Dabadee Waterway. I'm going to put it here, moving outwards. So I've just added that 1 to that, and it's gone from 3 points to 6 points. So that single one's worth 3 points effectively. So my logic was, if I'd done the Brick Road, I would have got 2 points for it. So it's a lot more points taking that one there. The Sherbet Factory seems a bit tricky actually to get things around it points wise. I'm sure there must be a tactic that works well with the Sherbet Factory, but yeah. Okay. Do say if I'm going too fast, by the way. I know it's not normally my case, but I try and not go too quick. Right, we've got a 5 duty, and we have got 2 5s. So we've actually only got a 6 and a 2. So it's going to be an 8. It's going to be Yellow Brick Road. Follow the Yellow Brick Road. Follow the Yellow Brick Road. Follow the Yellow Brick Road. Thanks, Runa. It's nice to know if I'm going at the right speed, even if you're not playing. It's you know. Okay. Let's go for our next roll. Oh, this annoying tickly cough bit. Oh, it's a 3. It bounced off that 2. I thought it was going to be a 2. Yeah, as soon as I roll that 2, our last duty is rolled and we are done. Normally in the game, Mac, we'd have these copycat bonuses. So if whoever's rolling the dice around the table, if someone else copies it, you get to cross out for each player who copies what you've just done. And as soon as these 25 boxes are filled out, the game ends as well. So either these 6 or that 25. But on the stream, this would be very hard to do because we'd have to choose. People would have to go around and choose dice. And as we know in the past, it becomes really slow. Just because there's always a slight delay and things like that. Oh, it's annoying. Right, so we've got a 5 and a 1, so we could have a 6. We've got a 2 and a 1 for a 3, or a 5 and a 2 for a 7. So 3 is going to be another Solent Farm. Let's go for another Solent Farm, I think. Oh, I could really do some of those People Eater Forests. I think they would work out well. So if you're going all in on blue, Yocha, I'm going to be interested to see how close our scores are going to get. Okay. Let's go for our next roll. It is another 3. Oh, we've got 3 2s and a 6. So we've got options of 4s or 8s, basically. 4s or 8s. So Sherbet Factory or Yellow Brick Road. I think I'm going to go for another Yellow Brick Road. This is where I'm going to put my Yellow Brick Road. Oh, I'm hoping I've got the longest Yellow Brick Road. How are you going, Prey? Are things still making good sense? Hopefully, they're not. Always the problem with this, because I only get to play these games sometimes once or twice beforehand, sometimes solo, and if that's the case, then sometimes I'm not sure I explain the rules as well as I could. So yeah, sorry about that. I try to. Right. So we are still carrying on. I'm at the moment. So at the moment, this one's going to score. 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 So I've got 4 of those Yellow Brick Roads, and effectively each of those 4 are worth 2 apiece. So that's pretty good. The M1s are only connected to 1, so they're not worth 2 apiece. Also, I do have a 6-length Yellow Brick Road, potentially giving me 10 victory points. Oh, you're helping with the printout bit. Yeah, Pray. It does help having this sort of rules. I can doing this, and you can't see me doing that because it's underneath this. Look, underneath the PDF. And I'm going down the Solent Farm route because you get 5 points if it's adjacent to a Yellow Brick Road. I guess I should have put this probably here, and then I could have used this one for all 3 of those. That would have been much better. Again, hindsight, eh? Let's go for our next roll. That's okay, Play. I also can't retain rules. Also, so as an idea, this year we learnt 110 new games, I think. So as you can imagine, after a while, your head just sort of goes, what's the rules for this one again? We've not played it for 2 months. I can't remember. Yeah. Well, unless we play it a lot. Oh, that was lucky. Did you see that? The dice got knocked and it changed from a 2 to a 5, or else it would have knocked it. It would have been a 2, would have been out. But no, that is what happens until everything's gone in and it's stopped rolling. We're still good to go. We're still on a 5 that has been crossed out, so we're all good. So we've got an option now of a 7, a 5, or a 4. A 5. I'm going to go for another a double D waterway. I'm going to put it over here like that. And so this is my 4th one of those. So I go from 6 points to 4 points. I'm now getting 4 points. 6 points to 10 points. I'm now getting 4 points for drawing that 1 extra square in. After this point, it will be as advantageous as putting down Solent Farms. And then after that, it's going to be worth an extra point or 2 each time. So yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. Oh, we're still going. It's a 4. We've got 2 5s, a 1 and a 2. So we could go for a 7, a 6 or 3. I think it is the song from the Jungle Book, isn't it? The Dubba Dee Waterway. Like Dubba Dee Dee. I can't remember what the song is. When he's Baloo's floating down, the bear. And he's Baloo, isn't he? Baloo. I think that's basically what they're saying. I think. And that sort of makes sense. I think there's like different references. Like around basically. But yeah, I think that's the idea. Right. A 6 could get me a yellow brick road. Yeah, they're good. 7 could give me a strawberry field. I'm not going to have the most fields. Also, because I can't see what you've done, you only need to get one more than me to get 10 points potentially. Or I could go for a 3, which is going to be a Solent farm. I'm going to go for a 3 to get a Solent farm. Okay. Oh, you think it's I'm blue, dabba dee. Ah, yeah. It could be that one. Yeah. I don't know. We'd have to ask the designer what they thought of. I guess they'll be like, it's neither of those two. It's this thing, or they'll be like, oh yeah. I often feel that. I'm not 100% sure what all the references. I get that when you're playing Clank, and sometimes you get the cards out and you go, well, this one's Fifth Element, but I don't know who this is. I'm not sure where the reference comes from. Yeah, it's a bit weird sometimes. Yeah, I guess you'd have to really like do some research to find out what it is. Mine's called Sherbertville, and I've got no sherbet places. The Danube. Right, okay. Let's go for our next roll. Remember, if this is a 2, it is the end of the game. It is not a 2. It is a 5. So our royal duties means that this royal has to go off. We've got a 3, a 6, and another 6 over here. Oh, we've got the option of a 12 or a 9. So that's going to be a Dabadee Waterway or a People Eater Forest. I'm going to be putting down a People Eater Forest. And the reason being is it is going to score me a load of points. It's going to be scoring me an extra 5 points for each of these Solent farms. So this is one effectively is worth 10 points plus the bonus for adding it to the amount the People Eater Forests I've got, which is going to be another 2 points effectively. I put sharp teeth in mine, you can't really see it very well. Right, okay, let's move on. Remember, that 2 is the one we're hoping doesn't come up, or maybe you are. It is a 5 again. We've got a 1, 2 3s and a 6. So our options are 9, 7, 6 or 4. Sherbet Factory, a Yellow Brick Road, a Dabadee Waterway, a 4 or a 9. I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah. Or 7 or Strawberry Field. Right, I'm going to go for a Dabadee Waterway as a 9. Here we go over here, still zooming off into the distance. This lovely river. Annoyed at myself, but still having a cough. It's so frustrating, really is. Right then, let's go for our next roll. Sorry, Dyson men. We've got a 6, so we didn't roll any 6s apart from our duty. So we've got lots to choose from. So we've got a 6, a 10, a 5, or a 10, a 6, a 5, or 9. So we can have another Dabadee Waterway. I guess as soon as we hit 10, it doesn't matter anymore. That's 55 points. There's anything worth any extra after that. We could go for a 9. That's a 9. Sorry, a 10, which is going to be the Sherbet Factory. A 6, which is your yellow brick road. I'm going to go for a yellow brick road, I think. Yeah, I'm going to put it here like that. So in effect, that is worth... Oh, that doesn't really make any difference. Oh, I did it and I was like, that doesn't... there's no extra bonuses for that. It's 2 points effectively. I should have gone for the waterway. Silly me. Right. Moving along. Let's go for our next roll. It's still a 5. Rolled quite a few 5s recently. Seems weird. And our options are a 6, an 8, a 2, or a 4. I'm going to go for a 2 so I can get another purple eater forest. I'm going to just put it here. I put it next to 2 more Solent Farms, giving me another 10 points. So that's going to be worth loads of points as a whole in the end, because obviously they're also worth extra points as well for their own ones. So I've gone from that one's now worth 3 points, adding that extra one in there. 5 has already gone. It's up here. Oh, sorry, that 5's got to go. Oh, yes, you're right. Oh my gosh, Prey. Oh, yes, sorry. So you've only got the options of a 2 or a 4. Sorry about that. If you've started using that 5 you shouldn't have done. That 5 should have gone, the royal should have gone to that royal duty. Oh, Prey, thank you very much. So I thought I was doing so well until that point. Thinking, I'm on the ball. I know what's going on. Now, not so much. Right. Okay. Prey, by the way, how's the video going? Is the video flowing a bit better? Is it like less stuttery? Also, Will Cook, is it better for you as well? Is it less problematic? A 6. This time we definitely don't have any 6s. But we do have a 4, 2 2s and a 3. So we could have a 6, a 4, a 5 or a 7. I'm going to go for a 5, I think. That's Dabadee Waterway. Excellent. That's good. Yeah, I dropped it down a little bit to try and get it so that you could actually watch the videos. Basically, yeah, I had it just a little bit too high. I don't think the video quality seems to have suffered too much. It still seems pretty okay, so I'm quite happy with that. Okay, let's go for our next roll. Oh dear, it is a 6, so we're still in. We've got a 1, a 3, a 5 and a 3. So we've got the opportunity of a 6, an 8, a 6, an 8, or 6, that's it, isn't it? Or 4, sorry, a 4. A 4, a 6, or an 8. I'm going to go for another yellow brick road. Why not? Yes, I guess we have one here. Yeah, I'm working out how it works basically as we go. I guess it's really good to have a big yellow brick road, lots of trees down the edge of it, and every 3 trees you have a people eater forest if possible to get your maximum sort of points. Maybe sherbet factories would be good as well. At least one of each other type of construction adjacent. That seems really hard to do, that, the sherbet factories. Okay. Oh dear. It is a 2. This is our last round of the... Oh dear, that was a 4. This is our last round of the game. A 4 and 2 5s are options, so we've got an option of a 10 or a 9. I am going to go for another one of our river shapes here, like this. And the game has finished. So, our scoring works very easily. We just go for our breakdown effectively. So strawberry fields. I've got 1 strawberry field, so I'm going to be getting 1 point provisionally. If no one else has got a strawberry field, okay, so you need to tell everyone basically now how many strawberry fields you've got. Whoever's got the most strawberry fields gets a bonus 10 victory points for strawberry fields. Then we're going to work on to sherbet factories. I've got none, but you will get 1 point per sherbet factory. They do have 6 sides around them. You would need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 around it as well. You've got 3 strawberry fields, Yocha. You've got 2, okay? So unless anyone else is playing, it means that Yocha is going to get that bonus 10 points. Well done, Yocha. I can see you'd have to go quite heavy on the strawberries to make it worth more points for the extra victory points. But yeah, I guess obviously you two both have the advantage. You can see me playing and go, he's only done 1. I'm going to put another one in. Yeah. Then we've got the yellow brick road. I've got a yellow brick road of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in total. So has anyone got a longer road? And if so, what are your road lengths? Because whoever's got the longest road gets a bonus 10 VP for that as well. Also, you get 2 VP, okay, per yellow brick road, with 2 adjacent other brick roads. You've got 5 yellows, okay. Wow, Prey, you've got 11. You're going to be getting that bonus 10 points. So for me, I'm going to get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 points in total. I don't get ones for the end ones, basically. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 2, 12. The reason is they are only adjacent to 1 other yellow brick road. Our next one is the Solent Farm. We must be touching a coloured space when we place it. We did that. We get 5 victory points per Solent Farm if it is adjacent to 1 brick road. All of mine are. And also 5 VP per Solent Farm if they also are adjacent to at least 1 People Eater forest. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're all adjacent to a People Eater forest. So I'm actually getting 10 points for each one. I get 50 points. 28 total points for brick. That is awesome. Isn't it good? I mean, well, to be honest with you, also, Yocha's got 13 points for the strawberry field. That seems crazy. I got 1 point. So, such a dramatic difference. And then we've got the Dabadee waterway. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in total. I look down the chart and 7 gives me 28 points. Oh, I put that in the wrong place. That's weird. Oh, look. Everything's not in order how I thought it was. Oh, it goes down. Oh, no. Right. Brick Roads was actually 12. Dabadee Waterways is actually 28. Sherbet Factories was 0. Solent Farms was 50. People Eater Forests. I've got 3 of those, so that's 6 points. I read across, and yeah, they've read down. Hello, Dutch. How are you doing? Yeah, I got pretty good with the farms. They were pretty, they were pretty good. And copycat bonus, you get 0 because we're not doing the copycat bonus system. So that's how our total system works. Let's make sure I've not made a mistake. 1 for strawberry fields, 12 for brick roads, 28 for waterways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, giving me 28, that's right. 0 for sherbet factories, 50 for Solent farms, and 6 for People Eater forests. So I got 20, 30, 40, 91, 97 points in total. How did you read down columns? Pray, you're lucky then. I read across, and as you can see from a lot of crossing out, I've made lots of mistakes. Frustrating. Total of 80 points, Pray. Cool, that's good. Obviously, I had played it before, so I did have a sort of a tactic of going Rhodes, Solent. You know, I sort of worked that out last time. I'm interested to see what Yocha got as a total. Did you 102? Have you played this before, Yocha? Did you go for a similar sort of method to me, but with a lot more blues? A lot less Rhodes, a lot more blues, I guess. But yes. What does everyone think? What does everyone think of Colour in Kingdom? I quite liked it. I think it's a good little game. I think it'd probably be a lot better with the copycat bonus because it makes it a lot more thinky. Sparkle Glitch. Oh, hello! Thanks for playing. You made this for a game for competition and not looked at it since then. Well, we found it and we had a little look online as the play we've just done. What we did is we changed it slightly, basically. Hold up, I'm just having a quick look here. Eris, is that right? Is that how you say your name? Sparkle Glitch? Is it now Eris? Is that correct? Well, hello Eris, and thank you very much for coming along to the channel. Blue gave you 55 points. You went full out on it. Yeah, farms are much better than the longest. What we did, Eris, is we removed that copycat bonus on here. The only reason being is if we played it as you'd written the rules, we would have a few problems being able to pass the dice around to players. We'd be here for a little while, basically. So we decided the easiest way of doing it instead were to just remove that copycat bonus and just go for, I should have crossed out, there's 2 up here, as you can see, the 2 is the last one done, and just going for the royal duties as our finish. But I still think it was really nice. I could imagine this would play much better around the table where you can see each other vying for what you're doing. I can imagine that would add quite a lot more tension with that copycat bonus as well, where you go, oh no, there's only 2 dice, so I have to copy you, and that means I know you're getting an extra 2 points, and as soon as these 25 fill up, it does end the game as well. But yes, very interesting. You're curious how the game will play if the field is smaller. Ooh, yes. The grid is too large. Yeah, possibly. I mean, it is possible that we could just, the probability says that we could have rolled that dice and just got the same number over and over and over and over, and we could have filled up everything in here. That can happen. Also, the probability says that we could have rolled a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5 and a 6 and had 6 goes, which would have been a lot shorter. But yeah. You skewed it towards larger group play, but solo looks good too. Yeah, I think it's a good little game. I like it. And also, we've got a question for you. What did you name the Dabadee waterway for? Like, what was your idea behind that? I can see very much a sort of, hold up, let's turn this off a second. Where is it? That one. I can see very much, sorry, we put that up so we could see it a bit easier. I can see very much that this is very sort of like from the song. Oh, okay. Of Dice for Men, well done. Yes. Oh no, gone. No, go on. Yes, exactly. Which song? Which song did you say? As soon as I asked, you assumed that. Yeah. But which song? Sparkle Glitch. Which one? Which one? Is it that one? Is it I'm Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Doo? That one, or is it from more of I don't know. My idea was it might have been from Jungle Book, and it might have been like Baloo's song because his name's Baloo, and that's like the it is that one. Okay. Oh dear, it was good. I like the names as well. Of course, we have put it in Paw of Dice and Men's mind for the rest of the day now. Going to be stuck there. All the names are a pun. Yes, we did get that. Orange Sherbert. Green Solent is from Death Race 2000. No, it's actually Green Solent's in a lot of things, isn't it? Green Solent's very much like, don't eat the green Solent. It's made from people. Yellow Brick Road, Strawberry Fields, and the Purple People Eater Forest. Yes, it was very, very good. Yeah, very, very impressed. We'll definitely be having a look at some of your other games. We quite often, if we find someone's made a board game, we'd like to have a little explore and see what the other ones are like. On a Wednesday, I try and stream a new game each Wednesday, if I'm not too, or things haven't happened or something else. But yeah, Solent Green is the film. Yeah. But Solent Green's also referenced in loads of other films. Yes. Yes, thank you very much for coming along. What time is it there? Is it ludicrously early? Yes. You've just found the annoying autocorrect that happens if you try typing Bez. It always tries autocorrecting it on my iOS devices. It's annoying. It's 7:30 a.m. Okay, this is not too bad. Not too bad a time. I was worried you were going to say it's 5 o'clock or something in the morning. But yes, I know that when I play along with CD, she runs WellyCon in New Zealand, and obviously she's on New Zealand time, which I think is very similar to your time over there as well. So yes, Eris, it's been amazing that you've come along and popped in to say hi. It's been we always like to see the developers, potentially sometimes ask them some questions or give them feedback. But yes, it's worked really well as like a solo style game, because effectively that's really what we're playing it as. If I'd had a bit of time, I might have tried working out how to rework the copycat bonus. I did wonder whether or not I would do it as... Oh no, that still wouldn't work. I was trying to work out if I could have dummy players effectively. It was a great way to wake up. Excellent. Well, I'm glad that we've made at least a small amount of your morning a little bit happier. Yes, and yeah, again, very much. Thank you very much for coming in at such an early morning time as well. So yeah. So hopefully we'll check out some of your other games as well, and if they're as fun as this one, then I'm sure we're going to be playing them in the future. So thank you very much. It is that time. It is about 8:30 here in the UK, 9:30 European time. Varies up to other parts of the world. If you're in the States, hello all the people in the States, or even if you're in Australia, like Eris is at the moment. What we are going to do, we are going to do a quick raid. If you are new to the channel, by the way, and you haven't already, you can always follow along. I stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday UK time. Coming up to Christmas, I'm going to be streaming a little bit more. And hopefully there'll be some YouTube content coming as well to go with all of that. I'm going to be doing some Christmas content giveaways. So things like some 3D printed dice towers and stuff like that. So hopefully you'll join me for all of those things. We are going to go and do a quick raid. Christmas is going to be so interesting. I think there's going to be lots of people trying to do extra Christmassy things. Probably because they can't necessarily see their family and things like that. So all streamers streaming, nobody to watch them. All the streamers will be watching each other. Hey, you come and check out me, I'll come and check you out. I think that's the idea basically. Right, So let's do a little raid, and there is indeed a Wild Ross from More Ball Games Please. What is he playing? Ooh, I can't see there. We're going to have a see. Giveaways, woo! Thank you all very much for coming along. We're going to start the raid. We're going to go and raid Ross like we tend to do on a Wednesday. He'll then raid Loserpalooza, and it's a nice big sort of raid train as it moves its way along. 3D Scythe components. Thank you very much for joining along, everyone. We will be here on Friday. I'm probably going to choose the game for Friday, because why not? Maybe I might reach out to some of you to do the choose of the game. Right, thank you very much, and I'll see you on Friday. I'll hopefully see you on Loser as well. Do have a really enjoyable evening, and tomorrow as well, if I don't speak to you or see you on Loserpalooza, and play some games basically. Enjoy yourself. Thank you very much again, Eris, so Sparkle Glitch in chat, for coming along and watching us play your game. It's been amazing. Thank you very much, and off we go.